of perimeter and area. In this lesson, students will learn how to calculate the perimeter and area of rectangles, triangles, squares, and trapezoids. After this lesson, students should be able to understand the concepts of width and length, understand the concept of perimeter and area, and be able to calculate area and perimeter. Perimeter is the length of the outline of a one-sided shape or a two-dimensional shape. So, for example, in this picture, it can be seen that the perimeter is the outside of the rectangle. Calculating perimeter is basically just adding the measurements of the shape from each side. So, for example, in this picture, the rectangle has a width of 3 and a length of 7. And it's all around the same thing. So you're going to do 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3, and that gives you 20. And so 20 would be your perimeter. So to calculate the perimeter of a triangle, you would just add up all the sides. So you would do 6 plus 5 plus 7. So 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 7 is 18 centimeters. You want to make sure you don't forget the units of measurement. In the shape, it can be seen that the measurements is centimeters. So when you find your answer, you want to make sure you put that at the after you find your answer. Calculating the perimeter of a rectangle. The measurements of the opposite sides of a rectangle are always the same. So for example, if we look at this picture over here, the width is going to be the same length, the same size, the same measurement, and the length is also going to be the same measurement as well. Okay, so the formula of calculating the perimeter of a rectangle is width plus length plus length. It's adding all the measurements of the sides together. So if we look at this example picture, we know that the opposite sides of the rectangle have the same measurements. So that means that this side is going to be 7 centimeters, okay, because this side is 7 and the opposite side of this is this over here, so it's going to be 7 centimeters, and this side is going to be 12 centimeters. So to find the perimeter, you would do 12 plus 12 plus 7 plus 7, which gives you 38 centimeters. And don't forget the units of measurement either, which is centimeters. To calculate the perimeter of a trapezoid, you would, again, add all the sides up. So this picture shows you would add up A plus B plus C plus D, which is just all the measurements on each side of the trapezoid. So you would do, for this example picture, you would do 5 plus 10 plus 7 plus 7, and you would get 29 inches. Make sure to put the units of measurement, which is inches, in this example. To calculate the perimeter of a square, it's very easy. All of the measurements are same in a square. So since this example picture has a measurement of 5, we know that since this is a square, all of the sides are going to have a measurement of 5 centimeters as well. So that means this side would be 5 centimeters, this side would be 5, and this side would be 5 as well. So we would calculate this by doing 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, and that gives you 20 centimeters. Don't forget to put the units of measurement, which in this case is centimeters, as can be seen in the figure. Area is the measurement of the space inside of the shape. So this figure shows that area is the inside and perimeter is the outside. Do not get these confused, okay? They're two different things. Area is the space inside of a shape and perimeter is the outline or the outside of the shape. A triangle. You multiply the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle divided by 2 or times 1/2. So the height of the triangle is going to be where the side of where the right angle ends up leaning against. So in this first triangle over here, there is no right angle, which is why the triangle has been split in half by the corner of the triangle to form a right angle, which indicates that this right here in the middle of the triangle is the height. In this second triangle, however, the right angle is already there because this is a right triangle. So the height and the base are in these locations. It's very important to understand that the height in different triangles will be located in different places, okay? And the base will always be at the bottom of the triangle. So in this example picture, the base is 6 and the height is 5. So we're going to multiply 5 times 6 to get 30. And then don't forget to divide it by 2 or to multiply it by 1/2. So 30 times 1 over 2 is equal to 15 units squared. When you find area, the units of measurement will always be squared, okay? So since this example picture did not give us any units, we're going to call the units of measurement units and then square those units, okay? To find the area of rectangles, the formula is to multiply the length by the width, okay? So in this example picture, you're going to do 7 times 12, which gives us 84 centimeters squared. It's centimeters squared because this is 12 centimeters and this is 7 centimeters, and when you're multiplying it together, you're getting centimeters times centimeters, which is equal to centimeters squared. To calculate the area of a square, you would do one side by another side. It's similar to a rectangle where you multiply the length by the width. So in this example, we're going to do 8 times 8. We're not going to do 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 because that's not what area is. Area is only multiplying two sides, so it's going to be length times width. However, in perimeter, you would do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. This is not what we're doing though, we're finding area. So we're going to do 8 times 8, which is equal to 64 feet squared. And since the unit of measurement in this example is feet, the final answer's units are going to be feet squared. So a quick little activity is to find a shape around your house and measure the sides to find the area or perimeter. For example, the area of this rectangular rug is going to be 70 inches squared because the length is 10 inches and the width is 7 inches of this rectangle. So you're going to do 7 times 10 to get 70 inches squared. And you can use these resources as well to understand the concepts better for each type of shape.